Tim and Tiffany, right now there are 5 people who have been exonerated in Elkhart, most recently Andrew Royer. And now a lieutenant still employed by the Elkhart Police Department might lose his job.
Carl Conway started with the Elkhart Police in January 1998 and rose through the ranks, eventually becoming a lieutenant. Now, over 20 years later, he's still on the force. One murder case he started investigating in 2003 is now in the spotlight. Conway accused Andrew Royer of murdering 94-year-old Helen Saylor in 2002. Royer got convicted and sent away to prison, but new evidence suggests the interrogation process was flawed. Elliot Slosser, a law professor with the Exoneration Justice Clinic at the University of Notre Dame, explains.
Carl Conway interrogated Andy Royer over the course of 2 days without recording it and coerced him into a false confession.
Andrew Royer spent more than a decade and a half behind bars. Royer's legal team, which includes students from the Exoneration Justice Clinic, uncovered the fact that Lieutenant Conway lied under oath multiple times. After learning the details, Elkhart Police Chief Chris Seymour recommended Conway be fired.
Back in July, I sent the Elkhart Police nearly a dozen record requests, which includes trying to obtain more information on Conway's disciplinary record. This morning, we received the first of those requests. We are working to go through these documents now. But while waiting on these documents, I also sat down with both Elkhart Police Chief Chris Seymour and Elkhart Mayor Rod Robertson. Chief Seymour says he won't stand for this kind of officer conduct in his department.
I can live with mistakes as long as there's ownership, as long as there's a learning curve, because that's what discipline is designed for people to learn from their mistakes. In an instance where behavior is intentional is where I will and I have to draw the line.
In the last 2 years, at least 20 Elkhart police officers have been reprimanded under Seymour, which the chief says ranges from minor verbal infractions up to termination. Elkhart Mayor Rod Robertson wants people to know that city leadership is taking these investigations seriously.
I hate the fact whenever I see our police department being investigated. I like the thought that nothing is being swept under the rug. Everything is being looked at in earnest, and folk are going to be held accountable.
Conway is the 5th person to face termination under Seymour's leadership. Seymour says the other 4 firing recommendations were for policy violations. The city's police merit board has only approved 2. Coming up tomorrow night on Night Team, I'm digging deeper into Lieutenant Carl Conway's personnel file. I'll have a closer look at the other misconduct accusations he's faced in the past. The Police Merit Board will meet on October 6th to decide Lieutenant Conway's fate with the Elkhart Police Department. For now, Richard Bodie, ABC57 News.